everyone, so this video is going to be my Gerbil organisation. I'm just going to kind of show you how I keep my supplies, what supplies I have and things like that. So this is the majority of their supplies in this section where you're looking now. So it's just in my wardrobe above my drawers, and this is mostly their treats, toys, things like that. Some supplies that you won't see in this video that are kept in different places are their food, which is kept in a storage box in the kitchen. Their spare bin cage, which is for a play area, and that's obviously it's been kept in the garage now because they've got lots of playpens in the house and didn't need another, so I'm keeping that for the summer when it's a bit warmer. And things like cage disinfectants, because obviously I use that also for the guinea pigs cages, so that's all kept in the garage as well. So I'll get on with the video and I'll show you what supplies I have and how I keep them all together. So first of all, I'll just give you a quick overview of the shelf where I keep everything. So just back there, I've just got their playpen, which is slotted there because I use it quite often. You might have actually seen that in my video on exercising gerbils. Here we've got two storage boxes. The purple one holds all their treats and chews, and the pink one mainly holds their toys, but also a few other things. And in the front of this storage box, I've just got their little brush, and that's just there so I can get it easily and use it whenever I need to. Also on top of the boxes, I've got a dustpan and brush, which is an obvious essential with any small pet. And then back here we've got their two travel cages. It's a tiny bit dark, you can kind of see, which I'll show you closer in a minute, but one's just to use when I'm cleaning them out and the other one just holds a few supplies. So I'll open up the box and show you what's inside. So first of all, I'll show you what's in the purple box. Again, I said it was kind of treats and chews and things like that, so I'll just kind of go over it. I won't really go into detail with the treats because I'll do a separate video on that. So this is what it looks like when it's all opened out. Now I'll just take everything out and show you what's inside it. So first of all, at the front we've got some of the pedigree cheesy bites. I like to have a supply of these, so I've got a spare pack just there. In this container I've just got some dog treats, which are good for protein, which is I also like to have a lot of them. We've got some millet spray just here. We've got some hanging treats here, and also some little circle ones that I haven't used there. Most of these are from Christmas, but I don't like to use them too often because they are quite fatty. I've got their treat kind of mix here with lots of different treats in. Just here we've got their treat tower, just like the guinea pigs, that has a few different varieties of treats in. So we've got that layer and that layer. So it's very similar to the guinea pigs, just a few different treats. Then just here we've got their treat mix that I made for them. I did have a lot more of this, but I got rid of it and put it in this jar because they were never going to go through the amount I had. I've also got a couple of new treats also from Christmas. We've got some of the papaya and pineapple and some apple chips, and these are actually for the guinea pigs as well, but I haven't sorted them out yet. We've got a spare measuring spoon. We've got their chew toys, which you also should have seen in a recent video. So it's just got a few different things in here, and mostly little toys like that. And the last thing I have is this box that says little rewards for pets that have been especially good. And in this I've just got these things that I use to hold millet on the cage. I've got a couple of them, and I've got a couple of spare bowls. I've also got some more millet spray, and I've got lots and lots of willow sticks and kiwi sticks, and at the bottom there's also a few of these wooden blocks. They're just plain wood that the gerbil like to chew. And that's pretty much everything that's in the purple box. So now on to what's in the pink box, and again this is mostly toys and things like that, so I'll just give you a quick overview of what's inside the box. So the first thing that I have in here is some cardboard tubes. My dad actually gets me these, and they're really thick, so they last the gerbils quite a while. And I've got some more of them in the garage. I've got just an empty cardboard box that I'll probably put in their cage for them at some point. I've got a small animal calcium carrot, which I can't actually use for my pets, and bought this by accident, so I'm hoping that if someone does a trade with me in the future and has a hamster or a rabbit, I can give this to them as a little token or as a contest prize. And now on to their toys. We've got a wooden fiddlesticks bridge. We've got 4 corner plastic tunnels. All the plastic toys are only had when they're supervised, like in their playpen and things like that. We've got another plastic tunnel that's actually a seesaw. They love this one, but again, it's just for supervision. They've got these ones. And these actually came with their gerbil cage or their gerbilarium, which I thought was really strange, seeing as gerbils can't really have plastic because they'll chew it up. But it came with all these little bits, and I never really used them. I also have one of these wooden adventure tunnels, that's new, and they had this at Christmas. So once they get through their other one, I'll put that in their cage. I've got a couple of wooden ladders. A little metal ladder. Got their wooden seesaw that obviously they can have in their cage because it's all natural. We've got their new nest and chew that they also had for Christmas, and this is from Ancol Just for Pets, and I'm not going to use this until they've completely destroyed their yellow one, but this is probably one of their favourite toys, so I'd really recommend getting one of these for your small pet. They also have a spare bird perch, a rope toy that hangs on the cage and they can chew, and that's all of their toys. I've just got a bowl here with some chains and things that I can use to attach some of the toys to the cage. I've got their sand bath. This is just a glass bowl from the kitchen section, I think in Morrison's. I'd always recommend glass balls because then you can use it in their cage and don't have to worry about supervising them constantly. And to go with that, I've also got their sand, which is just kept in this little tub. I've also got a couple of little mini sieves, and because the sand gets dirty really quickly, I sieve it out I put it in for a couple of days every other week, and then sieve it out when it gets dirty after about an hour. And I've also got a spare bag of sand because I go through it really quickly, so always make sure I've got enough of that. And lastly, I've just got their stand for their silent spinner, which I'll probably never use, and a bag of this beefer pellet food, which they seem to quite like, and I've just been adding this to their food as a little treat, as a little change of food. So that's everything that's in the pink box. So the last 2 items are their travel cages. This one I actually use when I'm cleaning them out, and they go in this one. I also have another one that I've had since owning the gerbils, but I just use that for supplies because I find this travel cage to be a bit better. And while we're talking about travel cages, I always recommend that if you know you're going to have a small pet or any pet, make sure you get the travel cage before you get the pet, just because you never know when you're going to need it with vets and things like that, and if you want to take them somewhere. So always make sure you've got one before getting your pet if you've got that option. Otherwise, get one as soon as you can, because it just makes life a lot easier if you need to take them somewhere, because you never know with small pets. So on to the travel cage. This first one my granddad actually got me, and it was just a second-hand cage from like a car boot, and it's actually really good. It's worked out to be better than the travel cage that I already own. It has a really big lid that I can open out, and like I said, they just go in this when I clean them out, which is why it's got a couple of toys in. I usually put one hidey house in there and maybe a few treats. So I've got their 2 favourite hidey houses in here because then they're handy for me to reach for, either to put them in their cage or to put them in this cage while they're being cleaned out. So we've got their little willow house. That is new, but they've been through about 4 or 5 of these. They go through them really quickly, they really like them. And their little tangerine house, which they absolutely love, but again it's plastic, so this can only really stay in here or go in their playpen. In here I've also got a little bowl in case I want to put a treat mix either in their cage or in their travel cage, and also a little wood chew. So this is the last of my supplies now, and this is my other travel cage, and it is an okay travel cage, don't get me wrong, but I do prefer the other one just because it gives them a bit more room, and because of the bars I can attach a water bottle and things like that. And it does come with a lid. This is the lid, but I've taken it off to fit my supplies in, so I just have a few important things in here. So the first thing that I have is some Bob Martin My Little Friend mite spray, and I always recommend, if you've got small pets, to purchase some something to help mites or anything like that, because you never know that if you're going to get them or not, and it's better to have the solution to getting rid of them before actually getting them, because then you can treat your pet straight away and you don't want them to suffer anyway. So luckily I've never had to use this, but you never know, mites can get to your pets through hay and things like that, so it's always better to be safe than sorry and purchase something like this. So I have that. I also have 2 shampoos that I kept inside there for the guinea pigs, and I keep them inside because obviously when it comes to bathing them I will be doing it inside. I've got a small animal shampoo, cleanses and deodorizes, and that's by Johnson's. This one's also by Johnson's, and this is the insecticidal shampoo that kills mites, lice and fleas, and again that's another solution to killing mites and things like that. I also have some rabbit and small animal hygiene wipes that come in really handy. These aren't the best ones, but they do come in handy and they do the job. It saves stressing your pet out if you have to wipe them down for any reason. I've got some hamster potty litter because the gerbils are fully potty trained, so I use that quite a bit. I also have a spare bottle and another spare bowl that attaches to the wire cage. This is also for the bottle. And lastly I have a couple of spare measuring spoons. So thanks for watching my Gerbil organisation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon. Bye everyone.